Namaste all. Welcome to the day 10 yoga practice. First, all of you sit comfortably. Sit in any comfortable meditating posture. Adapt chin mudra in your both hands. Keep your spine straight. Your eyes should be closed gently. And first relax your facial muscles. Just calm down your mind. Bring your awareness on breath movement. Now just try to make your breath slower and deeper. Now let's start the session by chanting Omkara 3 times. First, exhale completely. Inhale deeply. Feel the resonance of Omkara. Now slowly hold your hands at your back, hold at your breast. Now stretch your neck upward as you inhale and expand your chest. Slowly bend forward as you exhale and try to touch your forehead to the floor. Offer your salutations to Motherland. Slowly come up as you inhale. Release your hands and rub your palms each other. Make your palms warm. Now give cup shape to your palms and place it on closed eyes. Feel warmth of the palms and relax your eyes. Release your hands slowly with few blinks. Slowly open your eyes and look at your palms. Release. Now slowly stretch your legs forward. Sit in any comfortable position. Before starting our today's practice, firstly I thank you all for all the positive feedbacks I am getting from your end, and I am also getting some of the suggestions like many of the practices are repeating and it's becoming somewhat mandatory. So I wanted to give some of the reasons why many of the practices are repeating. Okay. One is I came across many of the students and many of the visitors who are practicing are beginners, and many age-old practitioners also doing this series of videos. Here what happens is, once you are a beginner or age-old practitioners you are practicing, if I change the format or if I add too many aspects or too many asanas or too many practices regularly, that might lead to the confusion. So I kept some of the practices regular. For example, you might be seen, and here in this series, whatever practices which we are doing today will be acting as a preparatory for the next class. For example, you see we are doing this butterfly regularly. You see what happens is, first when you are doing pranayamas and our back should be straight in sitting position. But due to the rigidity of the thigh joint, you see our sitting position should be like this. When you are sitting, our back should be in this position. But usually what happens is our back will be bending like this. When I instruct you to make the back straight, our back will become straight like this, but will not work on the sacral part here. In order to increase the mobility or in order to correct this position, first our thigh joint should be flexible. By doing this practice, this butterfly breathing or Baddhakonasana, this practice is very much helpful to increase the mobility at the thigh joint. Once your thigh joint becomes flexible, that will help you to make your back straight. So we will be doing this butterfly practices regularly. And one more thing, we will be doing this hamstring stretches practices regularly. The reason is in Suryanamaskara, what happens is if your hamstrings doesn't support you, when you are doing Hastapadasana especially, when you are doing Hastapadasana, here you should use your flexibility of the hamstrings to do this posture. But usually what we will do is we will hunch the back and we will be doing like this. We will be doing Hastapadasana in this way. So in order to increase the flexibility at the posterior muscles of the legs, we will be doing this practice regularly. Once you do this practice regularly, this will helps to increase the flexibility at the posterior muscles of the leg, like calf muscle, hamstring and all. This will be helpful for you to do Padahastasana properly, or else our posture will remain like this itself. And one more asana which we stress much is Supta Ardha Virasana. Here, when you are doing the Supta Ardha Virasana, I told this will stretches the anterior muscles of the leg. And in Suryanamaskara, especially in Ekapadasana, usually many of us will be doing the mistake. Here in Ekapadasana, what happens is, if you just watch the Ekapadasana in Suryanamaskara video, you will be getting the explanation of Ekapadasana. The common mistake what we'll do is, this heel will be really turning in and our weights will be rolling in like this. We will be doing this kind of position. The actual position is, your feet should be straight and should work on the pelvic and should push your waist down. The main thing, you should work on the stretch of the anterior muscles of the thigh. Here, of the leg. Here, thigh should be stretched and your pelvic also should get stretched. But here, due to lack of flexibility at the anterior muscles, it might lead to the disturbance or mistake in the Ekapadasana. That's the reason we did Supta Ardha Virasana daily. Like that, each and every asana which we will be doing, that will act as a preparatory for the next upcoming practices. That's the reason some of the asanas will be repeating daily, and that is must and should to get the proper postures in the next advanced level asanas. This one reason. And one more thing about the pranayama, and one more thing I want to tell is, here I'll be giving instructions, but I will not be knowing at the other end how you will be doing. If I am there personally, then I can look at your postures. If there is any mistake, I can correct you, and we can attempt to the advanced next level of asanas. But here, better to go slow, and I'll be assuming all the practitioners are the beginners, and for beginner level, I'll be giving the asanas. So just cope up with, have patience and practice slowly. And one more suggestion what I got is pranayama. Here we are doing the same pranayama for longer period of time. You see, when you are practicing pranayama, how many variations of pranayama what you are doing doesn't matter. Actually, how perfect you are doing pranayama, that matters a lot. Here especially we stress for abdominal breathing here in this series. The main thing is, without doing abdominal breathing, we can't get into the next level of pranayama practice. I explained when you are teaching abdominal breathing also. You see, especially in Kapalabati and many of the other practices also. I told you in Kapalabati, you might be seeing many of the practitioners also. You will be doing like this. Actually, that's not the proper way of doing Kapalabati. Actually, you should exhale through abdomen. Without doing abdomen breathing or without used to get abdomen breathing, if you straight away get into advanced level of pranayamas, there might be chance of doing mistakes in pranayama. That's why I am doing at least 2 to 3 classes, just one pranayama. Once you get used to that pranayama, then we are going to the next level of pranayamas. And many of the requests came for doing more pranayamas. You see, here in this series we proportionated the practice. First 5 to 10 minutes we'll keep for the basic meditation and starting just focusing on the breath and doing omkar and all. It will take around 10 minutes. We'll keep 10 minutes for pranayama and just starting the class, and then 5 to 10 minutes for loosening practices, and then we'll go to cardio or super brain yoga. Now we started super brain yoga and Suryanamaskara. And then in second part we focused on asanas, and then we'll go to the core muscle exercises, and then at last we'll go to relaxation and we'll conclude the session. If I stretch one category much, and that will leads to compress the other formats, other kind of exercises. So this proportionate will get disturbed if I stretch one part. Some suggestions are coming to include more amount of abdominal exercises. Some people are willing to stretch the more of cardio exercises. If I stretch one part, that will leads to compromising the other part. So the proportionate might get disturbed. That's why daily here what we planned is daily we'll keep 10 minutes of pranayama and starting the class, and then 5 to 10 minutes of loosening practices, and then we'll get into cardio or any intense practices, and then we'll get into Suryanamaskara. Coming to the second part, we'll get into asanas, and then we'll do some of the core muscle exercises, and then at last we'll do some of the basics, some of the stretches like Marichyasana, Jatara Parivartanasan, and then we are going to do Shavasana. This is a format we are following here. Yeah, if you are having any confusions, you can just message me, or else you just call me. I just try to help you out in that clearing the doubts. Okay, these are the common suggestions what I was getting. That's why based on that I wanted to share with you. Now we'll get into the practice of Kapalabati. Today we'll do 100 strokes of Kapalabati. And today we'll try to increase the pace. Yesterday we did a bit slowly. Now today try to increase the pace like this. When you are increasing the pace, the common mistake what happens is this one. That should not happen. The same time interval should be maintained between each stroke. As I said before, if you feel breathlessness or if you lose the rhythm, just pause the video, do normal breathing, and then start the practice again. Totally we will do 100 strokes continuously. Okay. If it is possible, sit in Vajrasana and adapt Chin Mudra. Keep your back straight, eyes should be closed. 100 strokes of Kapalabati. First bring your awareness on breath. Start. consciously. Observe the changes happen in your body. Now just feel the difference. Complete awareness. Once inhale deeply and then slow exhalation. Palming, rub your palms each other. Deep cup shape your palms and place it on the closed eyes. Feel warmth of the palms and relax your eyes. Now release your hands slowly. With few blinks, slowly open your eyes and look at your palms. Release. Now slowly stretch your legs forward. Now just shake your legs. Now sit in a cross leg. And then place the left palm on the right knee. Right hand strike your spine, twist your body to the right. Expand your right shoulder, look back and stay in the position. 1. Keep on twisting your spine. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hands forward as you inhale. Now twist opposite side. Expand your left shoulder, look back and stay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hands forward as you inhale. Drop your hands and come to standing position. Now keep your legs in shoulder width apart. Interlock your fingers and stretch your hands up. Rise your heels and stretch up your whole body. Stay in the position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Place your heels on the floor. Now shift your body weight on left leg and bend to the right. Stay in the position. There is a difference between leaning to the right and shifting your body to one side and bending like this. You should push your waist and bend. Okay. Now slowly bend and stay in the position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly come up. Now bend the opposite side. Stay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. Now twist to the right. Stay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breath in. Breath out. Twist to the left. Stay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breath in. Breath out. Now place your palms on the waist. Touch your thumbs each other. As you inhale, push your waist front. Expand your chest. Put your head back and stay. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly come up as you inhale. Exhale. Place your palms on the knees. Bend your head. Now slowly come up as you inhale. Now stretch your hands forward. Upper body twisting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Release. Now place your fingertips on the shoulder joints. Shoulder rotation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Opposite direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release. Now stretch your hands forward, make fist to the palm. Wrist rotation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Opposite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Finger exercise. 1, 2, 3.